Have you ever thought, there's got to be a better and simpler way to learn organizational strategies? 5 Minutes Learning has a global and diverse collection of case studies to help management students. Click the subscribe button and hit the bell icon to stay updated with our upcoming and interesting case studies. Dear learners, do you know that IKEA prides itself on being an affordable brand and not a cheaper brand? To ensure this, their design team works backwards from a price tag, from determining a price to meet, designing and sourcing materials to make that price possible. Also, the average size of an IKEA store is 300,000 feet, which is the equivalent of 42 tennis courts. The world's largest IKEA is in Stockholm and covers a whopping 594,000 square feet. They are also verging on global domination, with operations in 42 countries worldwide. In 2014, they had 716 million store visits, 1.5 billion visits to IKEA.com and 46 million app visits. IKEA was founded by Ingvar Kamprad in 1943, and came to life as a mail-order catalog business in Sweden. Today, it's a global home furnishing brand that brings affordability, design and comfort to people all over the world. The U.S. market itself was highly fragmented. In 2002, the top 10 furniture retailers were responsible for just 14.2% of market share. Within this market, there was a wide dichotomy between low-end and high-end retailers. The low end included general discount retailers, such as Walmart. In contrast, most high-end specialty retailers offered luxurious store environments, designed to conjure up aspirational images of affluence, prosperity, and comfort. Customers visiting these stores were usually serviced by high-touch sales consultants, who could assist with measurement and product selection. Many stores also offered interior design services for consumers interested in a more complete home makeover. Because the specialty retailers competed heavily on selection, they tended to boast of huge inventories. Specialty retailers also competed heavily on quality and service. Finally, almost all furniture retailers, including many low-end retailers, offered delivery services. It was in this context that IKEA competed in the United States. IKEA's success in America had not come easily. After opening its first U.S. store in Philadelphia in 1985, the company discovered that Americans did not like its products. Apparently, its beds and kitchen cabinets did not fit American sheets and appliances, its sofas were too hard for American comfort, its product dimensions were in centimeters rather than inches, and its kitchenware was too small for American serving size preferences. However, by paying close attention to customer complaints, IKEA had been able to address these problems, relying on market research to adjust its product lineup and merchandising. At the same time, IKEA had launched a high-profile advertising campaign designed to get Americans to take a more commitment-free approach to furniture. By the mid-1990s, the company's fortunes in the United States had begun to improve, and from 1997 to 2001 the company was able to double revenues in the United States, from $600 million to $1.27 billion. By 2002, the United States was IKEA's third largest market. As another indication of IKEA's success, the company's in-house restaurants were the 15th largest food chain in America. In IKEA's early days, the company's focus was primarily on price. Because of this, IKEA enjoyed much early success. The IKEA business idea is to offer a wide range of home furnishings with good design at a low prices, so that as many people as possible will be able to afford them. However, this had changed as the company had gradually but deliberately adopted a more distinct design aesthetic. The company's corporate slogan is, "Low price with meaning." The slogan captured their commitment to offer tasteful, cleverly designed products that did not make customers feel cheap. Even the most basic products were now fashioned to reflect the company's philosophy of democratic design. In addition, most customers found the IKEA shopping experience to be immensely appealing. The atmosphere was always bright and inviting, and customers were free to lounge on the model furniture as they made their way through the store. Many competitors could try to copy one or two of these things. The difficulty is when you try to create the totality of what they have. You might be able to copy their low prices, but you need their volumes and global sourcing presence. You have to be able to copy their Scandinavian design, which is not easy without a Scandinavian heritage. Other advantages also include facilities like, if customers preferred to shop without their children, they could drop their kids off at the company-operated childcare facility on the way into the store. If they got hungry, they could stop by the IKEA restaurant for a lunch break. And if they needed assistance with shopping, they could stop by a sales desk and speak to an IKEA representative. The ratio of sales reps to customers was quite low, however, consistent with the company's self-service ethos. At IKEA, the new product development process was overseen by a product strategy council, which consisted of a group of senior managers who established priorities for IKEA's product lineup. These priorities were based on consumer trends, as identified by the globe-trotting council members. Once a product priority was established, a product developer would set the product's target retail price using what the company referred to as the matrix. The matrix consisted of 3 basic price ranges and 4 basic styles. Within each price range, the company would survey the competition to establish a benchmark and then set its own price point 30% to 50% lower than those of its rivals. In addition to being used to set retail prices, the matrix was used to identify gaps in the company's product lineup. By plotting the company's current product offerings on the grid and looking for empty spaces, product managers could readily identify market opportunities. Once IKEA had established the target retail price for the proposed product, the company would then begin selecting a manufacturer to produce it. IKEA worked with 1,800 suppliers in more than 50 countries, always seeking to balance cost-efficient labor with the company's product quality standards. IKEA would circulate a description of the proposed product's specifications and target cost to its suppliers and encourage them to compete for the production package. Meanwhile, IKEA's engineers would determine what materials would be used to make the product. Here too, the focus was always on cost efficiency. Once a price point was established, a manufacturer was in place, and the materials decided upon, the actual design process would begin. Although design was handled in-house, IKEA would once again use internal competition to select a designer. The company would circulate a product brief to its designers. This brief would include the product's price, its function, the materials to be used, and the manufacturer's capabilities. After designers submitted their design proposals, the company would select the best one.